Hello everyone, I'm Dominus Orbis, and this is Packet Tracer 3.3.2.7, configuring PAP, Password Authentication Protocol, and CHAP, Challenge Handshake Authentication Protocol, authentication with the encapsulation point-to-point protocol, which is an industry standard, a little bit antiquated, but required for Cisco 4. Just before we start, I want to make it clear that the PAP sends the challenge in clear text and it's unencrypted, so you want to avoid this authentication at all costs if possible, whereas CHAP sends an encrypted hash using a MD5 algorithm and a three-way handshake to challenge, acknowledgement, and approval. So go ahead and use CHAP for PPP authentication whenever possible. So let's go ahead and get started here. Here's my topology. The instructions say, practice configuring point-to-point protocol encapsulation on serial links. You will also configure PPP PAP authentication and CHAP authentication. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip step 1 and not look at the running configs. We should ping the web server from the laptop and the PC. Okay, both the laptop and the PC can ping the web server, so everything is working correctly right now. Part 2, configure point-to-point protocol as the encapsulation method. Note that on a Cisco router, the default encapsulation protocol on serial interfaces is going to be high-level data link control. Right here. That's the default. We're going to change the encapsulation to point-to-point protocol, which is an industry standard. The HDLC is also an industry standard, but Cisco has published its own proprietary version of that. So we're going to go ahead and do that on serial interfaces between R1 and R3. The command is encapsulation PPP, and that brings down the neighbor adjacency right here with the dual algorithm. You can confirm what encapsulation you're using in the show interfaces. Right here. Okay? And then we're going to do the same between R2 and R3, and then between R3 and R1, and between R2 and ISP. Alright. Let's go ahead and do all of those. This should bring back up the interface, the link between the R1 and R3 with the neighbor adjacency message. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Just going to go clockwise here. And now between the 0010 is R3 to the ISP here. And then 001 is R3 to R2. Alright, let's do it. Be sure to save your config always. Alright, let's go into the cloud here. ISP, not sure what interface that is. It's probably this one, but let's be thorough and confirm. In fact, it is 000 on the ISP. We're going to need to change the host name too, from router to ISP, for our authentication later. So let's go ahead and do that too. Alright, looks good. Click on back up here. Next. Alright, let's see if we can ping again between the laptop and the PC. I'm sorry, between the laptop and the web server and the PC and the web server. PC, looks like that's good. And the laptop, unreachable. Oh, that's right. I did not set up encapsulation, point-to-point protocol, and router 2 serial interface between R2 and R3. So that's why the ping is failing on the laptop. That should bring up a dual neighbor adjacency. There it is. And now we should be able to ping the web server from the laptop. Let's try again. There it goes. Okay. Now we're going to set up authentication, part 3 here. First, PAP between R1 and R3. So the username has to be the host name of the remote router, not the local router. The password is right here. Then you go into the interface level, set up the authentication type as PAP, not CHAP. Then set up the username that you will be broadcasting using your challenge to the remote router. So that's going to be the local host name and then the password. Okay. So R3, that's whom I'm going to authenticate with. Password is going to be encrypted with a secret class. Go ahead and go into the interface. Let's look at the options here. We can do CHAP or PAP. Then we can do PAP and then CHAP. And then we can do CHAP and then PAP. In that order. So let's just do PAP. The adjacency goes down. Now this is my local username. Okay. Now let's go to R3. This is going to be the remote host name, so R1. Encrypted password is going to be Cisco. Notice how the passwords are just reversed here. Alright, the adjacency is back up. Let's see what we have to do next. Configure PAP between R2 and R3. So I'm going to make the R3 router password Cisco for my username and secret, and then down here under the interface it's going to be class, just like we did on section B. Okay. So we need to create a username. This is going to be the remote username, which would be R2. Let's just scroll up here. So it'll be reversed. Class and Cisco will be the passwords on R2. Should bring up an adjacency. There we go. Okay. Last, we're going to set up challenge handshake authentication protocol between R3 and ISP. So all my local traffic, right here, branch 1 and branch 2, and my headquarter, this is all local traffic. It's going to all be private IPs. As you can see here, the 192 range and the 10.1s. So I can use the unencrypted, remember, unencrypted clear text password of PAP. But once I go out to the internet over here on the cloud with the ISP, I need to have my passwords encrypted using the MD5 algorithm. So I'm going to use CHAP. It wants us to set up the ISP first. I already changed the host name. Okay. Username of the remote host, which will be R3. Secret encrypted password Cisco. Going to my interface F000. PPP authentication CHAP. And the steps are actually less than PAP. So not only is it more secure, it's also easier to configure. And the passwords match as well. I should get a dual diffusing update algorithm from EIGRP as soon as I type in this command here. And oh, that's right, EIGRP is not being used with ISP because we're going to probably have the default route. Let's confirm that. In fact, we do. Okay. And that's 100%. So PC and laptop should both be able to ping the web server. Let's confirm. there's my reply. From the laptop, there's my reply from the PC. Once again, I'm Dominus Orbis, and I want to thank you for viewing, and I hope this video has been informative, and have a great day.